Good everyone, my name is Graphics. Today we want to solve some miscellaneous problems in differentiation, and this video will help you to know how to start when you see a question on differentiation. Now look at this. We are told to differentiate y equals to what? X minus 1 into bracket multiplied by the square root of s squared minus 2s plus 2. Now the first you need to know if it is chain rule, product rule, quotient rule, integration and differentiation, implicit differentiation, and so on and so forth. So what do you know what to do? First of all, we are to differentiate explicitly because of what? The y is out here. So what will you do? We have two different functions here. We have y, this is x minus 1, and also we have square root of s squared minus 2x plus 2. What are they doing? They are multiplying each other, right? So we are going to be using product rule. So I'm going to write, using product rule, you say that let u be equals to x minus 1 and v be equals to square root of s squared minus 2s plus 2. Now, after you've done that, you've represented a function with two different variables, which in terms of u and v. Now, if you differentiate this, if you watch my video of differentiation, you get to understand this. Differentiate this, you say that this is u and this is x. So it will be what? The u all over what? The x. Because we are differentiating u with respect to what? To x. Equals to, now this is a variable, has the power of 1. So when you differentiate s to the power of 1, you'll be having just 1. And when you differentiate a constant, you'll be having 0. So we have just 1 here. Right? Now, and also, when you differentiate v, if you differentiate the v with respect to what? X. Right? This will give us, now if you look at this, to deviate a little bit, if I have v equals to what? The square root of what? S squared minus 2x plus 2. It can also be written as v equals to what? S squared minus 2x plus 2 all to the power of what? 1 over 2. Now, if I want to differentiate this, the v over what? The x will give me, I'm going to rewrite this back again. That will give me what? X squared minus 2x plus 2 to the power of what? 1 over 2. So I'll bring this in front of it. This will be 1 over 2. And I'll subtract 1. That's the first stage. Now the second stage is you differentiate everything you have in here. If you differentiate x squared, you'll be having 2x. And if you differentiate 2x, you'll be having minus 2. Alright? So, this is what we have here. Now, if I factorize this, what they have in common, 2 is here. If I bring the 2 out, I'll be left with x minus 1 multiplied by 1 all over 2 into bracket x squared minus 2x plus 2. Then half minus 1 will give you minus half. Right? So this 2 will equate this 2 here. So we'll be left with what? The v over the x will give me x minus 1, right, into bracket x squared minus 2x plus 2 all to the power of what? Minus 1 all over 2. Is that taken? So this is differentiation of this because this is chain rule, right? We just apply chain rule here. Now, what you do, since it is product rule, we said applying product rule, right? So we said u is this, v is this. So applying product rule, but if I want to look for differentiation of this function here, so I'm going to write it this way by saying that the y all over what? The x, right, will be equals to, multiplication is addition, right? So product is addition, so we are going to add these two differentiation of these two. So this will give me the u, right, all over what? The x, plus, because we're talking about product rule, we have the v all over what? The x. Now because this is u, you're going to put your v here, and because this is v, you put what? Your u here. So this is the formula for what? For differentiation. Is that okay? Now we'll start inputting our value. From here now, we say that the v here, from here is what? I will write it this way: the square root of x squared minus 2x plus 2. That is what? My v. Multiply by the u here is giving us 1. So multiply by 1. Plus, now what is the v that we have here? The v that we have here is giving us, that is the u we have here is giving us what? X minus 1. This is u equals to x minus 1. So I have my x minus 1, and the v over the x is giving us what? Into bracket x minus 1 into bracket x squared minus 2x plus 2, close the bracket, minus 1 over 2. This is what we have here. Now another way of rewriting this, I've inputted all my values into this formula here. So another way of writing this will give me my equal sign. We're giving us x squared minus 2x plus 2 all into bracket raised to power what? 1 over 2, because of this root sign here. If you multiply by 1, you have this back. So plus equal base, you are going to add the power when they are multiplying each other. So it will be x minus 1 to the power of what? 1 plus 1, because this is 1. So we have, let me put it this way, we have 1 plus 1, that will give us what? 2. Open bracket, x squared minus 2x plus 2, close the bracket, minus 1 over 2. Is that okay? Now to eradicate this minus sign, it will go under this guy here, so the minus will disappear. So we'll move further. So we're moving further here. Now from here, this is going to give us x squared minus 2x plus 2 all together will give this part 1 over 2 plus, I'm going to write this, x minus 1 all square all divided by x square minus 2x plus 2 raised to the power of what? 1 over 2. We're applying this is when two things are multiplying each other. If one of them is coming down, the power will attract a negative sign. It's coming down. If it's negative, the power will become positive. If it's positive, the power will become what? Negative. But in this case, the power here is negative. That's why it's becoming what? Positive. Now if you look at this now, we're moving further. From here, we'll move. We'll look for the LCM. Now looking for the LCM here, this has silent 1 under, meaning that our LCM is what? X squared minus what? 2x plus 2 all to the power of what? 1 over 2. Now 1 in this will give me this. This times this will give me x squared minus 2x plus 2 right? 1 in this will give me this. So this will give me multiply by x square minus 2x plus 2, right? There is 1 over 2 on top. There's another 1 over 2 here. So plus, now if you look at this in this is 1 times this will give us x minus 1 all square. Now from here also equal base, so it will be half plus half, that will be 1. So this will now give me x square minus 2x plus 2 raised to the power of what? 1, right? Because equal base, we add the power. So plus x minus what? 1 to the power of what? 2. Everything all over what? Everything over, we have x square minus 2x plus 2 to the power of 1 over 2, right? Now if you look this, if you expand this x minus 2, you are going to have this equals to x square minus 2x plus 2 plus, let me put this way, to give me x square minus 2x plus 1. This is what we're having here. If you expand this all over x square minus 2x plus 2 to the power of what? 1 over 2. Now we move forward from here. If you want to do this, since it is everything are adding each other, so this will give me x square plus x square will give me 2x square minus 2x minus 2 will give me minus 4x. 2 plus 1 will give me, this will be plus what? Plus 3. Everything all over x square minus 2x plus 2 raised to the power of what? 1 over 2. So this is our answer. You like, you can still move further and say, therefore, the y all over the x will now give me 2x square minus 4x plus 3 all divided by the square root of x square minus 2x plus 2. So you can end it this way. That is one way in solving the question. Now let's take another example.